North Carolina is a perfect representation of the promise and peril of modern American democracy. Hyperpartisanship, paired with hypercompetitiveness, gerrymandering, dissatisfaction with the two-party system, the urban-rural divide, and the challenge of managing growth amid political change, is apparent across U.S. politics, but magnified in North Carolina. If national politics is Jack Daniel's whiskey, North Carolina politics is a 20-year-old single malt scotch, perfectly distilled and with a bite that lingers long after the sip is over. North Carolina is also an increasingly important state on the national stage. Former North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory became the butt of comedian Trevor Noah's jokes for bragging too many times about the size of North Carolina's population. But McCrory was correct. North Carolina is a large and influential state, and one that is growing in both size and influence by the day. Of the 14 presidential swing states, only Florida, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Ohio have more electors up for grabs than North Carolina. And given recent Republican ascendancy in Florida and Ohio, it can easily be argued that only Pennsylvania and Georgia remain as larger swing states. In a competitive national political environment, North Carolina can be the difference between winning and losing a presidential election or gaining majority control in the U.S. Senate. While North Carolina politics is important because of what it tells us about our political moment in general, it is also important to understand it is an end in itself. Politics as practiced in Washington, D.C. may monopolize the attention of many in the Tar Heel state, but state politics has the most important and long-term effects for most North Carolinians. Raleigh, not Washington, is home to the people who manipulate the key levers of power that determine abortion rights, state tax rates, higher education funding, Medicaid expansion, marijuana laws, curriculum and instruction in high schools, economic development incentives, and a host of issues that sit at the critical point where the rubber meets the road in American politics. Although their number of Instagram followers might lead you to believe otherwise, when Madison Cawthorn served in the U.S. House of Representatives and Tim Moore was in the North Carolina House of Representatives, it was Moore, not Cawthorn, whose actions mattered far more to the life of the average North Carolinian.